Arguably the greatest environment in all of college football arrives Saturday night in State College when Penn State plays host to Oregon for just the second time ever, a Beaver Stadium whiteout featuring two teams ranked inside the nation's top 6. And we are thrilled to be welcomed by Penn State head coach James Franklin for today's big interview. James, I know right now everybody wants a piece of your time, so we truly appreciate you taking a moment to be with us. How you feeling today?
Feeling great. As you guys know, Wednesday night, the RVs start pulling into town. Thursday, they're already out there packed, and I've never tailgated in my life, but it looks awesome. Hopefully at some point I'll get a chance to do that, but not for a while. But appreciate the opportunity to be on with you guys.
Give us a sense, James, of what that vibe is like right now, not just around your facility, not just on campus, but in State College and the surrounding areas heading into this one.
Yeah, as you know, it's always special. I mean, we average 106,000 fans per game, but this is different. You know, obviously we want to approach it the same way in terms of our process, but you know, the players know, everybody knows. You've been hearing about it all summer. You've been hearing about it all offseason. I try to keep the team as focused as I possibly can on the game at hand, whether that was Nevada or FIU or Villanova or whoever it was. But everybody else wants to talk about the whiteout and Oregon. So, you know, everybody understands what this is about. It's a tremendous opportunity. And our guys have had really good week and a half of preparation leading up to this.
Hey, Coach, let me ask you a question about Drew Allar, your quarterback. You know, he comes back for another year. He could have moved on to the NFL draft. And right now, there's, the expectations from him and everybody to win a Big Ten championship, to win a national championship, and to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft. This is all being talked about daily. How is Drew handling everything?
Well, let's just focus on Oregon, right? And like that needs to be kind of his process. That needs to be our process. And I think all those things that you are saying are right. And he has put plays on tape as good as any quarterback in the country. And he just needs to focus on Oregon. And by doing that and playing his best football, we'll put him in the best position. We'll put our team in the best position, not only this Saturday, but also moving forward for all those discussions that happen. I think he plays best when he's a little bit edgy. I don't necessarily need him taking shots against Villanova. We got to be smart. But these are games where he's got to fight, scratch, and claw for every yard on the field, and he's at his best, I think, when he plays that way and he's got a little bit of an edge to him.
Yeah, on the other side, nobody's done a better job at producing NFL tight ends than you have at Penn State lately. Even though Penn State's linebacker, I get it. Okay, I understand that. But when you look at Warren and you look at Freiermuth and you look at Gesicki, now you're facing the tight end that, reputation-wise and ability-wise, is the top tight end in the Big Ten. Okay, with Kenyon Sadiq. What problems does he present to an offense? Not just yours, but in general. What's making him so special? And you can compare him to some of your guys.
Well, I'm a big fan, right? Because to me, he's a true tight end. And Coach Wanstead, you know this. Like half the time they give the award, the best tight end in college football, to really the best receiver. They're not tight ends. They're big receivers. This guy's a real tight end. He is tough. He is physical. He'll block you. He is a tremendous explosive athlete, can make plays in space. But he's what we've built our tight ends here, guys that are true matchup problems, that you can split them out wide and you got to cover them like a wide receiver, or you can motion them back into the box, and now they're able to be physical. That creates a ton of headaches for defensive coordinators and makes it really challenging. When you're just a big wideout, they treat you as such. So I got a tremendous amount of respect for this guy. He's a real guy. He gave us problems last time. He's been the focus point all week long. Obviously, number one for them, their wide receiver, and then obviously the tight end. Those two guys, as well as the quarterback and others that have stood out. But they got our attention. There's no doubt about it.
Hey, Coach, I follow recruiting, Big Ten recruiting. I've always loved that part of the game. And I focus in on Pennsylvania. You have done a fabulous job over the years recruiting. We all know that. But I'm looking at your staff this morning before we did this interview just to do my homework. And when I was coaching Pitt not long ago, I was getting all these players out of Western Pennsylvania. You are so smart. You're all on your staff now. Terry Smith was taking care of me at Gateway. Palco was taking care of me. Gattuso, all the guys that were giving me players, you got them all on your staff now. No wonder you're having such great success.
Yeah, Coach, you did a phenomenal job. I followed what you were doing at Pitt. You know, my dad's from Pittsburgh. I grew up just outside of Philadelphia, so you did a phenomenal job. But you're right. At the end of the day, obviously we're in a different era of college football, but at the end of the day, it's still about relationships. Terry Smith's been with me, since year one at Penn State. He knows everybody in the state of Pennsylvania. Former high school coach, did a phenomenal job. Bringing Coach Gattuso back's been a head coach for the last 12 years. I can go on and on. I got 19 former Lettermen on my staff and people that take a ton of pride in the state of Pennsylvania and take a ton of pride in Penn State. So that carries a lot of weight when these guys walk into these schools. And you know how valuable a guy like Palco is, and I'm blessed to have him on my staff.
All right, James, I'm going to take this off the beaten path a little bit. I host our press conference show every Monday, and a couple of weeks ago you made a comment that went viral about watching games after your game was over in your basement in your boxer shorts. And folks have asked me, do you think that actually happens? And then when we were able to schedule a James Franklin, I said, I don't know the answer, but I'll go straight to the source. So was that just in conversation, or does that actually happen in the Franklin household on Saturday nights?
Well, it's funny you bring that up. First of all, Coach Wanstead knows after the game, you don't want to come home and be asked 1,000 questions from family and friends about why you did this, why you just want to eat a sandwich, you want to have a cocktail, and you want to watch the game, right? So it's funny, last week after that whole deal happened, I'm down in the basement with all my friends and family, and I got some sweats on, and I'm just kind of relaxed t-shirt sweats, and they started bringing up the boxers, so I stood up, ripped the sweatpants off, and I'm sitting there in my boxers, and everybody's laughing and we're having a good time, and they said, oh, that was just for the press conference. I said, no, I'm going to take them off and show everybody. So we laughed and have a good time. A couple of the wives and our female friends didn't think it was as funny, but we had a great time.
I think it's hysterical. Dave's been laughing next to me, so you got us for sure.
I was with Coach as far as a sandwich and a cocktail. That's about as far
as you're going to go. All right, James.
I get it.
James, let's get you out of here with a little game that I like to call 3 and Out. I'm going to ask you 3 questions and then 1 to get you out of here. Somewhat quick hitters, but again, we're going a little bit off the field. So first down, Katron Allen, Nick Singleton linked in everybody's minds because of their position, because of their career. How similar or different are they as people off the field?
Very different. Katron has said like 17 words since he's been on campus. Nick obviously being a kid from the state of Pennsylvania, but they're very different. They're best of friends and they complement each other really well, but very different personalities.
All right, second down, let's stay with the comparison theme. I want you to compare the 2025 Penn State offense being led by Drew Allar to the 1994 East Stroudsburg offense being led by quarterback James Franklin.
Well, Coach Wanstead knows East Stroudsburg is like the Harvard of the PSAC, the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. So we had a lot of success there. I had a lot of fun. In my college career, I constantly stress to people that, what you learn playing college football coupled with what you learn in the classroom is really valuable. But I would have loved to play in this style of offense where you're running spread and zone read. I was fairly mobile, so I think I would have flourished. In those days, you're under center, every single down taking a snap, and I think I could have flourished a little bit in a spread gun type system.
I did find Division II National Player of the Year nominee. Third down, on your defense, Zane Durant and Dennis Sutton, both outstanding football players. If I put you in the UFC octagon with both of them, who do you last longer against?
With those two guys?
Yeah.
I don't last at all. As soon as I see him step through the ring, I climb over it. I run out as fast as possible. Those two guys are grown men, and they have nasty demeanors. They're guys that Coach Wanstedt would have loved. They're football guys through and through and love to play defensive football and set the tone up front.
All right, that's 3 downs, James. Let's get you out of here with this. 2 weeks ago, we had Kirk Ferentz as our Friday guest. The next day, he became the winningest coach in Big Ten history. Last week, we had Curt Cignetti. We know what Indiana did to Illinois. Are you ready to deal with the pressure and expectation that comes with being the Friday guest on Big Ten Today?
Well, first of all, I love the fact that you let it up like that. And I'm happy to follow in those guys' footsteps. And obviously what both of those guys have done in their careers, I'm big fans of, and representing the Big Ten the right way. And obviously what Coach Ferentz has done as a Western PA guy there at Iowa is really impressive. And I've followed his career and have been a fan of his for a long time. So I'm glad that you guys are following me with me next in that discussion.
Coach, that was my suggestion, okay?
Well done, Dave. And well done, James, as well. We truly appreciate the time. Wish you the best of luck tomorrow night. Can't wait to watch.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.